It was just announced that the Nevada Athletic Commission won't allow Cain Velasquez to compete at Friday's UFC 207 in Las Vegas. The UFC also pulled Fabricio Werdum from the card. However, according to him, he is willing to step inside the octagon against any other heavyweight. Fabricio gave this statement to MMA Fighting: "We're waiting. I'm on standby. If the UFC calls me, I'll fight. I'm ready to fight. If the UFC says they have an opponent, I'll fight. I'll fight anyone, like I always did. I always fought the best. My record shows that. If I were afraid of anyone, I wouldn't be in this sport." Former champion Junior Dos Santos tweeted that Werdum turned down a fight against him at UFC 207. He started with, "I'm in, let's go." When a fan asked if Junior was filling in for Cain, he made this statement: "I would, but as we all imagined, it was just another scared one to deny fighting with me. Like I said, two of us were asked and I wasn't the one who declined." After he seen that Ariel Helwani reported that there would be no replacement, Junior had this to say: "That's wrong, Ariel. He was the one to deny replacement. He's prepared to fight and still did that. If I was in his shoes, I would be embarrassed." Junior then finished off with, "Okay, just to make it clear, I hate fake excuses. Merry Christmas." When mentioned to Werdum, he disagreed. "What Cigano said was a bit weird. Cigano has been chasing me for a long time. You usually go after the belt, not a fighter. I think that's weird. I wasn't offered this fight. He's saying I turned it down. I'd fight him just to end this story of him chasing me. Some people think he's jealous because I became champion beating his dad, Cain, but I don't think that's the case. I think he didn't come out of the closet yet. I don't have anything against homosexuals, but Cigano needs to get out of the closet. He must have something because he won't forget me. I already told him I'm married. Nothing against gays, but everyone does their own thing." Dos Santos is currently scheduled to face Stefan Struve on February 19th. But Werdum said he'd fight him Friday night if the UFC wants it. He said something yesterday. He said, "I'm not a good fighter. I'll show him inside the octagon, put us both in there now, no problem." He thinks I'm that same Werdum from 2007. "Look at both of us and see who evolved more. My game changed completely. I want to fight Friday. It's hard because of the strategy, to prepare for someone on days' notice. I've been thinking about Cain Velasquez for 3 or 4 months, training for him. But I'll fight anyone. Just give me a fight." Werdum is looking to recapture his belt and is unsure that a fight with Cigano would guarantee him the shot. The Brazilian, who mentioned in interviews that he wasn't interested in fighting Velasquez anymore after he once again pulled out of the fight, has changed his mind after getting a call from the former champion. "That was weird," Cain saying, "Oh, I have an injury and will undergo surgery before the fight. I didn't understand that. It was weird, but it happens. I don't blame him. Sometimes you have an injury but can still fight. But it was nice from him to call me last night saying he's sorry, that he thought he could fight but the commission didn't allow him. He called me apologizing for the situation. I can't criticize him now. It happens." So what do you guys think? Both guys say they are ready and willing to fight, but yet the fight still doesn't get put together. The only way this makes sense is that the UFC wants to wait and rebook Cain versus Fabricio. It's either that, or one of the guys are telling the media they want to fight but behind the scenes one of them actually doesn't. It would definitely be interesting to see a second fight between those two after how the first fight ended. It's clear that Fabricio has improved drastically since then, and would be interesting to see how they march up today.